Hey Disney, what's on this week's Mickeyphile Podcast?
On episode 118, they will be discussing Walt Disney World news, Christmas at EPCOT, and an amazing new technological wonder that is coming to the Disney resorts. Plus some other stuff.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Mickeyphile Podcast. I'm Scott, and with me tonight, my lovely wife, Karen.
Hello, everybody.
It's the first week of December.
I know. How'd this happen already?
I don't know, because Christmas is, really close now.
I know. Everything snuck up on us, and I'm just...
Actually, it doesn't even matter. None of the family's going to be in town for Christmas.
I know. So all the presents...
the immediate family?
Yeah. So the ones I ordered here thinking, okay, I'll just give them to them. Now I have to ship them. I'm like, argh.
I feel like the bigger deal is that Star Cruiser is only 26, 27 days away.
Yes. So
that's a little scary.
That is terrifying. So I have 2 outfits.
Yeah.
Third one's coming shortly, Sunday.
Yeah, right.
And the girls gave thumbs up on it. So it's just a question of whether it fits.
I saw that. So it looks like you'll be good for that.
I just don't know if 3 outfits is enough.
28th, 29th. So we're 3 days. I feel like you need 6 outfits.
I know, because I need daytime and nighttime.
Right.
I know. So I'm stressing about this.
Because you can't wear an outfit into the park and then wear it to fancy dinner that night.
Exactly.
So
we have to brainstorm.
You and the girls, I'm out of the discussion. I've got my stuff. It's all good.
Okay.
So, yeah. Anyway, so that's coming up. The 28th. So
yes, we board.
Basically 4 weeks.
I know. We board on the 28th.
Yeah.
So, and we found out some details. We already have our lightsaber training as the first night because our data pad stuff showed up.
Yeah, all that showed up.
I know. Shows our schedule.
I still cannot order clothes from Shop Disney because apparently having to change my email address means my email address is no longer linked to the reservation.
Oh.
Even though it shows up on my Disney experience.
Oh.
Yeah. It's almost like Disney IT didn't do a good job.
Yeah.
Shocking.
What?
So, anyway, yeah, so we'll get ready for that.
I know. So excited.
And let's see, next Tuesday, which is the 6th?
Yes.
Yeah, the 6th.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be doing Mouse Quiz, 8 o'clock Eastern Time on YouTube, Facebook, all of that.
Exciting. Do we know what the topics are yet?
Disney.
What?
Yeah. I don't know. We don't have the specific topics finalized yet.
Okay.
Anyway. So we would love more and more people to come join us. We got prizes.
We do have prizes.
It's not for nothing.
Yeah, it's actual prizes.
Yeah.
So and we do have a shirt still available from Uli as well.
We do have a Christmas shirt.
Yes.
Maybe that'll be this week's.
I think that'll be this week's.
Okay, there we go. So we'll have a Christmas shirt.
Mm-hmm.
December 6th for the winner.
Yes.
And I think some options. I don't think you get stuck with the size and color that we just have.
No. You get to choose whether it's red or green, and you get to choose your size.
And choose your size.
Right.
So there you go.
Yep.
Okay, that's, I guess, housekeeping. So why don't we start with news?
All right. Hey Disney, Amazon Assistant devices are being added to Walt Disney World resorts. Polynesian is the first resort to get them.
So does that mean they already have them?
I believe they were being installed this week.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
They were sending notifications out, slipping a thing under the door or whatever, saying that they will be entering their rooms. to put them in.
Right.
So
set them on a counter and plug them in.
Well, they're being put on the nightstand. But still.
I mean, it's not like it's...
Well, instead of just regular... I mean, housekeeping comes in. They're letting them know that a maintenance thing is coming in to install something.
Right. So are they shows or...
Basically, they're what we have in the little design thing, except it's I don't know if it's the 50th one or it's the Mickey Mouse case.
Okay, but it's the Echo Show.
It's the Echo Show 5. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if that means you'll be able to watch... I mean, I know it's a 5-inch screen. But like we can watch Hulu and stuff on ours.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't know. I guess maybe somebody who's staying on property at Poly. I don't know if anybody that is.
I just wonder.
Yeah.
Or do they have it, limited? Like, is it like a kid's account or?
I cannot answer that.
I mean, they've already changed what do they call it? The wake word for Disney. So, which by the way, I mean, like, why do like the most blasé wake word? Like,
yeah.
I get maybe you don't want to ask Jeannie because,
Yeah, I get that.
But like, hey, Mickey.
Right. Mickey would have been better, especially if you're putting the Mickey colors on it.
Right. I mean, like, hey, whatever. I don't know. It's a little weird, the hey Disney thing. But whatever.
Hey. It's still cool.
I mean, like, once a week when I'm trying to turn the lights off to go to bed, I get did you know that you can have Shaq as Alexa's voice? And so, like, seriously, like, they couldn't have gotten, the guy that does Mickey or the guy that does Winnie the Pooh or
something. Yeah. I mean, the guy that does Mickey. Why don't you do it in his voice?
Yeah. And, like, I don't know. Whatever. I'm very dependent on our Alexas.
We are. So when we don't have power, it like I keep telling it to turn on and it doesn't turn on.
Well, I mean, we are because our lights and alarm are controlled by it. But
I know.
Dogs take off.
A little.
So anyway, I think it's going to be cool. I mean,
I do think it's going to be.
Is it going to be listening to you all the time? Yes. Is your phone already doing that? Yes.
Yes. Right.
Is your Magic Band
right?
Like, as an annual pass holder who and DVC members who get our discounts wherever we go, you better believe that Disney knows, like, they have a record somewhere of everything we've bought and eaten and.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. What's one more?
Because 90% of it, we're using our AP discount or a DVC discount. They know.
Yeah. Alexa hears everything in this house.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. It just tried to listen to us now.
I know. So anyway, and I think it'll be cool. I mean, especially if it functions as an actual Echo and you can get the weather and
you can get what time
because if there is one thing I have learned about being in Disney groups, it's that nobody who goes to Disney actually has a weather app on their phone.
Which is shocking.
They are completely dependent on asking what the weather will be like in 3 months on Facebook.
And I'm pretty sure no one can tell you that.
Yeah, but nobody apparently has a weather app on their phone. So if you have one, if you can get up in the morning and Hey Disney will tell you what the weather's going to be, that should be a big help for people.
I think it'll be a tremendous help for people.
All right, what else you got?
Cocktail menus have been expanded to 3 restaurants at Magic Kingdom. Cinderella's Royal Table, Be Our Guest, and Crystal Palace now have drinks other than beer and wine. At Cinderella's Royal Table, they have a French 75, which is a gin-based drink. It's forged gin, lemon juice, pure sugar cane, topped with Charles de Fer Reserve Chardonnay Brut. And then they also have a Bloody Mary, which everyone knows what's in a Bloody Mary.
So, all right, so that French 75, which is also going to be our guest.
Yep.
And is for sure at Enchanted Rose.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I'm sure other places.
Right.
Do they have breakfast at Cinderella's Royal Table?
Yes, they do.
Okay. So they have a Bloody Mary for breakfast, which I assume they'll be selling all day, but I can't imagine drinking it at 8 o'clock at night. Like, that seems wrong.
Right. Be Our Guest does not have breakfast.
But they have the French 75 and a Bloody Mary.
Right.
And the Boulevardier,
Yes.
I guess, which is Knob Creek whiskey, Campari liqueur, sweet vermouth, and Luxardo cherries. So that's a Manhattan.
Right.
Okay.
But I could see like Sunday, Saturday or Sunday, if you're doing a earlier lunch.
Yeah,
kind
no,
of
I
a
get
brunch.
it. I mean, I get it.
I get it for the ones that have breakfast or brunch. Yes.
I don't really understand. I mean, okay, these are specialty cocktails, right?
Yes.
So I can still get a gin and tonic right?
No.
That's it.
It's
I get one of these two.
It's one of these two or beer and wine.
Oh, yeah, I'm way less excited about this than I was. Crystal Palace has a Bloody Mary.
Yep.
The Jack Rose, which is Laird's Applejack Brandy, Hibiscus Grenadine, Lemon Juice, and Lime Juice. And the Last Word, which is Ford's Gin, Green Chartreuse Liqueur, Luxardo Cherries, whatever.
Yeah.
Luxardo Maraschino Liqueur. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Lime juice garnished with Luxardo cherries.
Right.
I mean, price-wise, most of the stuff's $14.50. The Boulevardier is $16.50, and the Last Word is $18.
Yeah, I think it's just because it has the gin in the Luxardo liqueur, apparently.
Yeah, and Luxardo cherries.
Yeah.
They like charge for those.
Yes. But I mean, I think it's cool that they're expanding the cocktail menus in Magic Kingdom. Because,
Yeah.
all the other parks have it.
Right. Yeah, I mean, yeah. And it's a step. So
Right.
That's cool.
So now Skipper's, Tony's, and now Cinderella's Liberty Square.
Yeah.
So
basically all the sit downs in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah. Other than Plaza.
Yeah, right. Plus it's just like a deli, so I just don't
think of it that way, right?
Yeah. I mean, I know it's not a deli, but it's like, a sandwich shop.
Yes. Disenchanted costumes are on display at Walt Disney Presents.
Haven't seen it yet, but I've seen the picture that comes up when you open Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm.
The costumes look cool.
They do, yes.
I wonder what happened to the costumes.
The ones that they take out of there?
The ones that used to be at the Great Movie Ride.
I don't know.
Specifically, when we went to, what's the name of that restaurant? Planet Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
They had Dorothy's dress on display in the entry.
Right.
Which was at the Great Movie Ride, right?
I thought it was just her shoes.
Oh, maybe it was.
I believe it was
Mary Poppins' dress? Wasn't there somebody's dress? I don't remember.
I have to go back and look at pictures.
Bob Iger closed the ride, and it's slipping away from my memories.
Yes.
Thanks, Iger.
But yeah, I would like to know what they do.
And that was Iger. That was not Chapek.
I would like to know what they do with those costumes. I mean, they probably go in the archives.
Probably. Maybe it was just the shoes. I was thinking it was the dress, but maybe you're right. Maybe
I know it was her shoes, but I thought it was Mary Poppins' umbrella.
Well, I know the shoes were there, but they weren't the real shoes.
They were one of the shoes.
I don't think they were, because they just found those shoes in like a coffee can like 2 years ago somewhere.
Oh.
Maybe, obviously there were more than one pair, but there was some big deal about they just found this pair of shoes that had been missing for 60 years or something.
Oh, I do remember that. I just don't remember what it was.
Yeah. Okay.
The new Minnie Mouse annual pass holder magnets are starting to arrive via mail.
So there's something Iger's done. They're mailing the magnets.
Yes, they are.
Which, you know what that means?
What?
We won't get them.
We've gotten the last ones.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Because for a long time, we just didn't get the ones they mailed.
Yeah.
They never came to us.
Right. We got the Tinkerbell one really late because I actually did ask a cast member about that. But the Orange Bird ones, I don't think we ever got. I think somebody gave me one.
Yeah, right. That's the one.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, the new Minnie Mouse one. I didn't look at what it is.
It's the same D, but now it's Minnie and it's red.
That's what I figured.
Remy's Ratatouille Adventure ride vehicles are being changed to bench seats. You know how they have the little dividers so you each have your own seat? They're taking that out.
Yeah. Are those not molded plastic?
I don't know. I mean, it feels like plastic, the moldy part of it.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to remember. We haven't ridden it in a while. And I was trying to remember what they look like. Because if it's molded plastic, this seems like a lot of work. Nothing. Not a single picture that shows the seat.
Yeah.
Comes up. Anyway, that's fine. Whatever. It's not a ride that throws people around
right.
like, a roller coaster or something. So it's fine.
Right. The full lineup of the Disney on Broadway concert series at EPCOT for the 2023 Festival of the Arts has been announced.
So basically they start January 13th, run through February 20th.
Right.
You've got Kara Lindsay from Newsies and Kevin Massey from Tarzan, Ariel Jacobs from Aladdin, and Adam Jacobs from Aladdin. Patty Murin and Robert Creighton, both from Frozen. Mandy Gonzalez from Aida, and L. Stephen Taylor from The Lion King, Chrissy Simmons from The Lion King, and Josh Strickland from Tarzan. He's the guy I've seen on TV. He's good.
Yes.
Ashley Brown from Mary Poppins is really, really good.
Right. And this other guy is Michael James Scott from Aladdin. He's really good. I would like to go to that one of those that they're at.
Yeah. And then the one on February 20th is a special extended finale performance that features Ashley Brown,
Michael James Scott,
whoever, Kissy Simmons, and
Josh Strickland.
Yeah, the four of them.
Right.
So that's cool.
Yeah, so I definitely want to see the one with, and the dates are it's not like in a row with each of the performers. They keep alternating on nights.
The first week on the 13th, 15th, 16th, 19th, and 20th of January is Kara Lindsay from Newsies and Kevin Massey from Tarzan.
Right.
On the 14th, 17th, 18th, 21st, and 22nd is Ariel Jacobs from Aladdin and Adam Jacobs from Aladdin. And it kind of does that
Which I think is good because that way, if people are there 2 nights, they can go to 2 different things.
Right.
So I think that's kind of cool. But I definitely want to
see something the week of February 6th.
Right.
And
they're having the dining packages along with it as well.
Yeah. They don't call it Eat to the Beat, right? They call it something else.
Right. I think it's, it's Disney on Broadway, so it's something associated with that.
Yeah.
But they didn't actually have a name associated with it.
Right.
When I got the information.
So, Akershus Beer Garden, Coral Reef, Garden Grill, Le Cellier, Rose and Crown, and then Regal Eagle Smokehouse.
Yeah.
And Spice Road Table.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting.
Yes.
I'll get you tickets into
the Disney on Broadway.
Into the Disney on Broadway shows.
Yes.
So that's cool.
Yeah, and the packages go on sale for that December 13th is when those start.
So 2 weeks.
Yeah. So basically they're doing it a month ahead. Because that's the first ones. It'll be a month from that.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ashley Brown is tremendously talented.
Yes. And Michael James Scott, he's just got that very robust voice because he played the genie. Very robust voice. I've heard him. He's very good.
Yeah.
Disney Cruise Line offers special summer 2023 sailings to celebrate its silver anniversary.
Yeah, 25 years.
Mm-hmm. And then to commemorate the 25th anniversary, it's thrilled to share a new wave of special silver anniversary at sea entertainment, merchandise, celebration experiences, the whole deal. But they're offering special cruises during summer.
So they're doing more for the 25th anniversary of Cruise Line than the 40th anniversary of EPCOT.
I know.
Like a lot more. Like EPCOT, they basically were like, here's a special presentation. Thanks.
I know. So, but there are select sailings that from May through September of 2023 that are associated with this.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Mm-hmm. They're also creating a brand new membership tier for Castaway Club of Pearl status after 25 cruises. That's the Pearl members will unlock new at-home and onboard benefits, which will be announced early 2023.
Yeah, that's neat. I mean, they've been around long enough that people
reach that category.
Have reached that level.
Right.
Yeah, plus.
Right.
So
I think it's pretty neat.
Mm-hmm.
Disney's Magnolia Golf Course is scheduled to reopen as a 14-hole course on Monday, December 12th.
So that's very weird to me. Because you have other options there.
Yes.
Like, if that was the only golf course at Disney, then I understand opening it as a 14-hole course.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the golf course has to be ready. I think it has to be the construction on the streets around it that's causing this.
I think so.
But that's weird. Mm-hmm. It's just weird.
And then it said in there, if you want to play 18 holes, you can
play
play the other course.
Right. It's just weird.
Yes.
Like I said, I mean, it's not weird if that's the only golf course you have. It's been closed for 6 or 7 months. It needs to be.
Mm-hmm. They need to get it reopened to get
to start making money on it.
Yeah.
But when you have other options, I don't know why you don't finish the other 4 holes.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? I didn't realize that course opened on Disney's opening day.
I mean, that kind of makes sense.
I know
that all children's tournament was held there for years and years.
I just didn't realize that that the course was that age. I just,
It looks 50 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, it does. It looks, the layout is a 70s golf course.
Right. It just surprised me when I saw that.
Yeah.
The Walt Disney Birthplace and YMCA of Metropolitan Chicago celebrates Walt Disney Day in honor of Walt's 121st birthday. Beginning at 5:30 p.m. on Monday, December 5th, guests will join in singing Happy Birthday to Walt Disney during a candle lighting ceremony, followed by a concert of holiday songs sung by school children from Nixon Elementary. The event will take place at Walt Disney's restored childhood home.
That's cool.
I think it's really neat.
They don't do that like at the parks?
Don't know.
I haven't seen anything about it.
I haven't.
It just seems like, Monday, shouldn't we I don't know, about 5:30, whatever.
Right.
At some point during the day, shouldn't everybody on Main Street sing Happy Birthday to Walt? That'd be awesome.
I think that would be very cool.
Oh, you know what? They'd probably have to pay royalties for using the song. Just kidding. So they could have everybody gather on Main Street and sing One Way or Another in honor of Walt, because apparently they own that because it's in every Disney movie now. And every show on ABC. Somehow they must own that song.
Apparently.
No, I think it's very cool.
Yeah, I think it really is. Because they showed a picture of, they have Christmas decorations on it, and then they have balloons and everything. It looked really neat.
Yeah. Volkskunst Clock and Crafts Shop finally reopens in the Germany Pavilion.
Yay.
Is Toy Store open yet?
Nope.
So it was open for a week as the pass holder pop-up store.
Yes.
It's cool, though. Those cuckoo clocks are pretty amazing.
Yes, they are.
So on December 16th, Walt Disney, or the Disney Vacation Club, introduced two-factor authentication when you're logging in the member website, which involves sending a 6-digit code to the cell phone or email in order to complete the login. But in a shocking development, it appears that the site enhancement may have introduced a bug which is currently invalidating the password portion of the login. Members can currently enter their DVC username and any random series of characters in the password field. Even if the entry doesn't match what the member's password is on file, the two-factor authentication code will be sent. Upon verification of the code, the login will successfully proceed without ever looking at the password. Now, it's just plain dumb that, first of all, that you would require this and not be ready for it.
Right.
Secondly, there's every time I sign in a new device or to one of Amazon's billion websites, I have to do this.
The OTP, right?
How is it that Disney is the only major company in the world that can't figure this out?
Right. And you have to do it every time you enter.
And repeatedly can't figure out routine IT stuff that everyone in the world does. Routinely can't figure out stuff that everyone in the world does. So let me give you an example. I've been sitting on this for 2 weeks.
Ooh. I can't wait.
Yeah, well, I told you, but I haven't shared it on the podcast. But one of the classes I'm taking, one of the teachers worked for Disney in show production.
No. This one.
So when you're performing live, in the headphones, they call a click track, like a metronome.
Mm-hmm.
Keeps the beat. Okay.
Which makes sense.
Whether it's 80 beats a minute, 120 beats a minute, whatever. It clicks. Only the drummer hears it because everybody else hears the drummer and they play off him.
Right.
But the drummer hears it. There is he didn't tell us what show, but there is a show at Disney that has a drummer, live show, that has been there for years and years, decades.
A substantial amount of time.
A long time. And the first 20 seconds of one of the songs has the wrong click track. So the drummer is being fed tempo for a song that doesn't match the song they're playing for the first 20 seconds of the song. And he has to figure it out his own.
Right.
And be close enough that when the click track kicks in, he's still within reason.
Right.
On the tempo of the song. Like, you know, he can't be like, and then it starts and he goes, you know, he can't do that.
Right.
So, but it's been like decades and they can't figure out how to do a click track on a song.
So they've allowed it to be wrong for years.
Years and years.
Because they don't know how to fix it or they just don't want to.
Everybody in the world knows how to fix it.
Just saying.
It's very, very simple.
Right. So
we literally did that the first week in our Pro Tools class. And there's no way that show's not being run on Pro Tools.
So that's along the same lines of Disney IT.
Yeah. Routine stuff that's technological that Disney can't get right. Anyway, it just blows my mind that just routine stuff.
Well, but okay. I'm trying to understand why it's requiring it every time you log in.
Really?
I mean, no, it's a legitimate question.
Because they can't figure out cookies.
No.
Like, it's the only, like, you know. I got 1 million different websites that'll keep me logged in for 30 days or don't require it on this device again until
right.
clear cache or whatever, you know.
Right.
Like 1 million websites. And so the fact that they're doing it every time means they haven't been able to figure out cookies. Like, it's just unbelievable.
And as big as the company is, I mean, whatever.
Who was CEO when, like, they started all this technology? Who was the CEO when they started all this, you know, computer stuff in the last 20 years, I wonder?
I think it was Iger.
Oh, yeah. So what you're telling me is things aren't going to change.
No. There's one more bit of DVC news.
Oh, there is, yeah. Boulder Ridge refurbishment is still underway. It looks like about half the villas are currently being renovated and are actually set to open pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
So half is, you know, 65, 70. There's 136 rooms. DVC rooms.
Right.
At Boulder Ridge.
I'm excited about seeing those remodels, the refurbs.
I am too. It certainly needed it.
Yes.
So.
And that's the one resort we haven't stayed at.
Yeah, if you count Wilderness Lodge as one resort.
Right.
We have not stayed at either side.
Correct.
So.
Eventually we will.
Yeah. Just waiting for it to be redone.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
You know. And they have to redo them. It's in the contract.
Yes.
Soft goods, 7 years, and hard goods, 14 years?
I think so.
So it has to be redone basically on schedule. They got away with a little bit because of
shutdown.
Yeah, COVID, but it has to be done.
Right.
So anyway, that is it for like actual Disney news.
Yes.
Except our good friend Mike, apparently has given 2 big thumbs up to the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special that I keep forgetting is on Disney.
I know. Plus. I can't believe I haven't watched it. He's been watching it apparently on repeat.
Like on loop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we may have to watch that tonight.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
So, cool.
Yeah, your BFF.
Yeah. And? So I've been joking with friends of ours that I will be unavailable Friday evening because I have a golf tee time at 1:00, but it's actually going to be 8:40 in the morning, so I might be available tomorrow night or on Friday night. If you know, you know. All right, so that's going to do it for news.
Yep.
We went to Disney.
We did.
Just for a little bit. Like, what were we there? Like 3 hours or something? Like, not very long.
Well, we ended up being there a little longer because they were having problems with the queue was running very slow.
Yeah, so maybe 4 hours.
Probably 4 hours.
So we got up Friday after Thanksgiving, the 20 whatever that was.
Yep, 25th.
Okay. And we got boarding group 30 for Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, the Christmas mix, the ride.
Yes, the holiday mix, I think is what they call it.
The holiday mix. Okay.
Yeah. We're like, cool, we'll get on and off 30. That's early. We'll get over there, get off by like 11.
It was 12:30 when we got on, when we got called in.
Yes.
12:24.
It was
I don't know
taking
what the
forever.
problem was.
Yeah.
Now, when we were in there for boarding,
Mm-hmm.
like everyone that they would load up, check everybody's lap bar, and then it would sit there.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone. So I don't know what was going on. It wasn't like that day that we all wrote it and they kept going, okay, raise your hands.
Yeah.
Do it again. No.
Yeah, they weren't relocking us. They were just, we were sitting.
You just sat there.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just us. It was like, I don't
Everything.
know, how many did we watch leave? 10 while we were in line?
Yeah.
You know?
They all sat there. And even the queue, there was nobody in the queue. We literally were running.
No, we never stopped walking. Like, for those of you who have ridden it, on virtual queue, not Lightning Lane.
Right.
Like, you get in the building and you wait. It may take you 45 minutes to an hour in line once your virtual queue gets called.
Right.
Half hour to
half
an
hour
hour,
usually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was nobody. We walked all the way to the doors.
Right.
In the first, before the pre-show, but it was like being in a Lightning Lane, like how you walk all the way to that room.
And even the first room wasn't even full.
Mm-mm. No. But then once you got in, like, the ride was just running slow for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard it was something to do with the song not working right or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Now I'll tell you this. The song was not as easy to hear
as the other song, as the
regular songs.
Right.
Like that's not a technical issue. That's like, just audio. Turn the volume up, whatever.
Right.
But it was not as easy to hear the words and what was going on as it normally is.
Right.
But it was fun. They didn't do anything
other than the song.
Yeah. So I guess apparently at some point in it, Rocket says something about the North Pole. I recorded the video and watched the video. There's no North Pole marked on anything or any of that. So but the song's cool. It was like Run Run Rudolph, but Run Run Rocket. Allegedly, there's some other songs kind of mixed into it.
They were very hard to hear.
Even listening back to it on my recording, you really just heard Run Run Rocket the whole time.
Yeah.
So not the greatest mix, or at least the volume settings.
I mean, maybe it was because it was the first day and they were having issues. I don't know. But
yeah, definitely could be first day
Yeah.
jitters or, opening day stuff.
Right.
But anyway, it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
The song was cute.
The ride was fantastic as always.
Yeah. And like I said, I listened to the song more when I was editing the video than I did on the ride, obviously.
Right.
But it was cool. And it fit.
Mm-hmm.
It fit the thrill of the ride.
Yes.
The feel of the ride.
Yes,
well.
it did do that. And we'll get to do it again on Saturday.
Yeah, right. Guess we are.
Yes.
So we got there. We went to Creation Shop.
Mm-hmm.
They had some pins and shirts and
and a shirt of
No
spirit.
pass holder specific stuff, or was there a
There was
pin?
one pin. There was one pass holder pin.
It was a pin.
That's that snow globe one.
Okay.
Yeah.
And no party specific stuff. Obviously not at Epcot, but
Right.
so that I wonder how much of that is business decision for the sake of the decision, and how much of that is because of supply chain. Because in the past, even was it last year before, they had just the projections. I guess year before they had just the projections on the castle, and we're selling shirts for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it was that red pass holder.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they didn't have any pass holder clothes. It was only the pass holder pin.
Right.
Which surprised me.
Yeah, it is. It's
And even the Christmas party, they didn't have a pin for the Christmas party either. They gave away the ornament, but they didn't have the pin you could buy. Because every year they had a pin for the party.
Yeah, right.
So, I don't know.
Right. So
yeah, we looked in the creation shop, and the stuff was cute.
we did.
We looked at something else. I can't remember. I was like, ooh, that's pretty cool. Can't remember what it was.
They have a cookie jar that was like a real cookie jar.
Yeah, I know. That was pretty cool.
Like it just shaped like a cookie jar.
Yeah.
Nothing fancy, holiday decorations, like white with Christmas lights or something on it.
Well, and I think that's kind of going back to that, what is it? Kind of the 50s, 70s.
Yeah, that mid-century modern Art Deco kind of stuff, but also, the Epcot ball cookie jar has been very popular because it holds a lot of cookies.
Yes.
So will this one, because it's not a weird shape like the castle or...
Right.
So it was cool. We didn't get it because we don't ever have cookies, but it
Right.
was cool.
They did have one other item available for the Festival of the Holidays. It was a Dooney and Burke tote.
Right.
But it was over with the Dooney stuff, which is why we didn't really see
Yeah,
it.
not in the whole
Because
Christmas
they have to,
section.
Yeah, because they have to protect it because it's Dooney.
Yeah, right.
But it's only the one. They didn't have like several different sizes. It was just one, it's not as big as my tote, so it's between a purse and a tote.
Yeah. So we left there.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we went to Norway.
Yes, to go see the first show of the Barn Santa.
Why do I feel like we went the other way first? We didn't go to Canada.
We didn't go to Canada. We looked up the schedule and then we went towards.
Yeah, I guess we just
We started to walk. We started to
just
just kind of wander, and then we realized that the Norway show was like in 7 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. So we went. Then we went to Norway because, you had a schedule and it said that the Barn Santa storyteller was getting ready to go, and that's my favorite one of the ones we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like Inga or whatever her name was the same person as last year, but the Barn Santa was a different guy. But he was good. He was funny.
was very good. Yes, because the Barn Santa last year interacted more with the audience, with people around.
Right.
This one, he was good. He just didn't interact as much. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I think part of that.
It was the first show too.
No, I know, but there was this guy.
What, last year?
That really Saturday.
Okay.
That really wanted to be that guy.
Oh.
So like he kept kind of yelling out things during the show. So I think they were like, okay, we're not going to do so much audience interaction because this guy is trying to take over the show almost.
Oh, okay.
So it was weird. I mean, good for him for being enthused by it, but
it
was a little annoying.
Yes. But the Barn Santa one is very cute. I like him.
It is. I really like it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the only one I know of that, is multiple people like that.
Right.
We just missed Mariachi Cobre, Like they were literally pulling the tape up as we walked by.
Right. And they were pushing the cart with all the stuff on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but if you get a chance, the Norway Barn Santa thing. So it's to the left. Like if you're facing Norway,
right.
It's to the left of the Stave Church, in front of where Elsa and Anna's meetup is.
Mm-hmm.
So it was cool. They have a little. It's kind of hidden, but they have a little stage area set up, and yeah, I don't know. There were 20, 30 people watching.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So you weren't real crowded,
right? I'm going to give Disney IT one bit of compliment. On the My Disney Experience app, if you click on the holiday thing on the MDE, it allows you to select which park. And then if you click EPCOT and it says right below it, it lists the storytellers. It will give you a list of the storytellers, where they're at, all of the times for each day.
Yeah, that was kind of nice because in the past, we had to walk around
to where they were.
Right.
To see what times
they
were.
To see what time they were going to be. There was a sign out front.
Right.
And you had to walk around to see what time they were going to be. And
never fails.
What happened to us when we went to see them was we were like 15 minutes behind.
Right.
So as we went around the circle, like everything was either just finished or almost finished.
Mm-hmm. And then we were going to have to wait 20 minutes for the next one.
Right? Yeah. And then we'd go to the one country next to it and the same thing.
Right.
So this was good. We could actually
kind of
see what we wanted to do.
Right. You could kind of schedule and like, oh, they're going to start, it's starting at 11:45 or whatever, 11:30. I'm like, okay, we got 6 minutes to get there.
11:35 was Norway.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, great. And I was glad it had it on there. So again, I know we were talking bad about them before, but that's one good thing that they did for the festival holidays.
Yeah.
So
then we left there. Mm-hmm. We went to
the Odyssey.
Yeah, the Odyssey Pavilion or whatever it's called.
Right.
Where they had the Brewing House.
Mm-hmm. And the
Epcot Experience, that building.
Right.
They had Santa in there. Super cool sled. It
was a beautiful sled, actually.
Nice backdrop on not just that wall, but a couple of the other walls.
Mm-hmm.
With like a very rudimentary but light show of snow, kind of projection of snowflakes and flurries on it. So that was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And they had put vinyl overlays on many of the tables.
And the windows.
Right. That were, kind of holiday festive themed. Not Christmas lights and almost like snowflakes.
Right.
But it was very cool setup in there.
Mm-hmm.
And they had the PhotoPass photographer.
Right. And they had a queue set up.
So Santa Claus is on a schedule of come out for an hour, take a half-hour break all day.
Right. Which is good. I mean, that an hour.
No, it was great.
Because he's inside, so he's in the air conditioning, which is why he can stay longer.
Yeah. It was great. And there were a lot of people lined up for it.
Mm-hmm. And obviously it was the first day they were opening, so they had all the head people there, making sure everything was set up.
Yeah, there were a lot of Disney cast members in street clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Not street clothes. The business casual, I'm a supervisor outfits.
Right.
So that was cool. In fact, I kept trying to get a picture of him without getting like other people's kids and we were on the wrong side of the room, but we kind of had to be because of where the line was, and I couldn't get one. And so one of the guys was like, hold on, and airdropped me the pictures that they had taken and put on MDE.
Right, from that were the PhotoPass photographer taking of Santa, so they were getting
I got
test shots.
Good pictures for the website, for the Facebook group.
Yeah.
So that was very cool.
And they're all really nice. They're like, oh, did you notice this little thing we added? Like it had the little flurry in it moved from wall to wall, but it was like a little mini like windstorm of the flurries of the
Yeah.
of the snow.
No,
it was really neat.
It was very neat. And, the cast members were super friendly. And
Mhm.
because we were just looking for somewhere to sit down and, we wanted to get a look at Santa, but
Mhm.
we were looking for somewhere just to sit down and kill until our boarding group got called.
Right. And I did go up and try because they had the holiday hearth, which is one of the snack areas.
Right.
And I had the maple roll, I think is what it is.
Yeah, that looked really good.
It was good. It was really weird when I was trying to figure out what was on the top of it. It had like, it was a log, so it actually looked like it had a little mushroom on it, which was just really kind of funny. But it was supposed to be a mushroom.
Let me find that picture.
Mm-hmm. Like it had like grass and then a mushroom. It was good. But see that little thing?
So it looks like a holly leaf.
Mm-hmm, holly leaf. And then that one standing up,
mushroom.
that's a mushroom. Yeah.
And probably buttercream because everything this year has buttercream.
Yeah. It was good.
Yeah,
and
it
it wasn't heavy.
Right.
And then I had a little flight.
What was it, raspberry inside?
Yeah, raspberry and maple.
Yeah. It looked very good.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been shareable. I just didn't want any.
Yeah. And I was just like, I'm not wasting it. And then they had the beer flight, which was...
I know why I thought we went to Canada or something. Before Norway. We went to Sunshine Seasons.
Oh, yes.
And got
lunch.
It was breakfast time, but we got Chinese food.
Yeah. Right. And we need to tell them about that, how good it was.
Yeah, it was for quick service.
Mm-hmm.
I had teriyaki chicken, fried rice, chicken stir fry or teriyaki chicken stir fry.
Right.
With fried rice. It says it comes with white rice, but she asked white or fried.
Mm-hmm.
It was super tasty and, not the best Chinese food I've had at EPCOT, but super tasty for,
very
whatever
fresh,
it was.
But it was very
$12.
fresh.
Well, I mean, they literally were finishing cooking it when we walked up.
But I mean,
you had the shrimp
I had the shrimp,
right?
Yes.
So it was really good.
It was very good. And very quick, we were the first ones to get it.
We were the first people to go to that particular booth.
Yeah. And I mean, they gave you a good sized portion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was more than enough food.
Yeah.
So I was very happy with that. And especially for the price.
Yeah.
And, I guess we couldn't mobile order.
No, you can't mobile order there.
Didn't need to.
Right.
Yeah. And then at 12:24, we got called for Guardians and went and rode that and then left.
Mm-hmm.
But Guardians was fun.
Yes.
It'll be interesting to see if they made the sound a little better.
Yes.
But I'm not going to knock them for the sound because it was, early the first day and I appreciate the fact that they're trying to do stuff with the ride.
Yes.
I really do. Like, we don't get enough overlays for regular people that aren't at a party.
Right.
So I appreciate that they're doing that to a new ride.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if people know, but on the cookie stroll, if you do the cookie stroll, and as everyone knows, you don't have to get all the different cookies. You just need to get the 5 number.
Yeah, you need to buy 5
cookies, period. And then when you go to redeem, you get a pin that's a Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Mix pin.
Oh, that was cool.
Yes. So that's part of your redemption prize along with the, redemption cookie.
Yeah. So everybody should do that.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else.
I don't either.
Okay. Well, let's wrap it up. Thanks again, everyone, for listening to the show this week. Instagram, we are at Mickeyphile _podcast. Facebook, the Mickeyphile Improvement District.
Still funny every time.
TikTok, because I put another TikTok out. We have 2 now.
Ooh.
Is Mickeyphile _podcast. Trying to be consistent-ish. So, yeah, we have 2 TikToks on the way to being TikTok stars.
We'll make another one. We'll do another one.
Sure. No, we will. It's a lot easier now that I found out you can share the same thing to there on Instagram. But, yeah, anyway. Podcast is available everywhere you can find podcasts. The best way to support the show is, like, subscribe, follow, whatever it is. Tell your friends, families, share it to your social media. Just let people know about us.
Yep.
And we would appreciate anyone who is inclined to throw a review out there on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, because it does allegedly help people find us.
That's always a good thing.
Yeah. That's all I got. Goodbye.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.